We're going to start with a wide stance today. Coming into a plie squat, you want your knees tracking out over your toes and really try to tuck your tailbone in and come straight down. So we're not pushing back into a regular squat. You want to keep your tailbone tucked and belly button in tight, coming straight down. Also think like the inside of your thighs are pressing forward as your knees are pressing backward.
And love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't want to waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on.
Stay in that same plie squat position, but we're going to raise our right heel up as high as you can, remembering to keep that tailbone tucked in so you're sitting as straight down as you can instead of back, really pressing those inner thighs forward and your knees backward.
Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't want to miss a beat. Till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
And then we will take a little bit wider of a stance, coming down into a side lunge, and we're just going to stay low. And it will almost feel as though you're swaying back and forth as you engage those inner thighs to really pull you back to center and out to the opposite side.
To see the horizon, turn us to thousands, and we'll grow in number, fueled by them. To see the horizon, turn us to thousands.
Just a little bit, and we're going to raise up that left heel this time, keeping that tailbone tucked under and your belly button tight. We're going to come down into our plie squat.
And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
Exercise, we're going to raise up both heels this time, coming all the way down, and we're just going to pulse here. So tucking your tailbone, coming straight down, not sitting down and pushing your hips backward. You want to keep your chest up, and this will also engage your core here and help you with your stabilizing muscles. Stay low and pulse.
We'll go through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
side, you want your elbow under your shoulder, bottom leg is extended and foot is flexed. We're going to raise and lower. Now that top leg can either be bent with your foot on the ground, or you can bring your knee onto the ground. You can stay up on your elbow, or you can bring your head down to your hand. Find whatever feels most comfortable for you. Just focus on engaging that inner thigh.
To see the horizon, turn us to thousands. On we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways. And on we'll go.
Staying in the same position, we're going to point our toes and make sure you're staying on your side and not rolling back onto your butt, really engaging those adductors, raising up and down. And you can keep your top leg in whichever position is most comfortable for you. This is just another option.
We'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
We're going to do little circles forward, keeping your toes pointed, really isolating those adductors, so you shouldn't be swaying back and forth or rocking. It should only be your leg that is moving.
And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
Reverse those circles, keeping your core stable, so it is only your leg that is moving.
Turn us to thousands, and we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon. Turn us to thousands, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And
then we will come up and switch to the opposite side and repeat, starting with our foot flexed and raising and lowering.
we'll go. Finding
heels and continue to raise and lower, making sure you're on your hip, back on your butt.
Through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go. Through the wastelands, through the highways, and on. See the horizon, turn us to thousands, and we'll grow in number.
Keeping your toes pointed, we are going to do our circles forward.
We'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go.
Pointed and circle backward. Legs straight up, and we're going to drop them out to the sides, really engaging those adductors to pull them back to the center, alternating crisscross. Make sure you're tucking your tailbone under so your lower back stays in contact with the ground. Arms can go straight out to the sides, down by your butt, wherever you're most comfortable. And we're just going to slowly and controlled lower and bring back together. See the horizon, turn us to thousands, and we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon. Staying on your back, we're going to do glute bridges, except we're going to bring soles of our feet together and then straight down, keeping your knees out wide. We're going to raise, really engaging your glutes. Bring your thighs slightly in at the top, really squeezing, and then lowering back down.
Through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left.
For the last 20 seconds here, we're going to come up, engaging everything for a static hold.
Through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go. Through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
And we're done. done. Stay with me for a little stretch here at the end. If you come up and bring your knees about as wide as your mat, and then place your hands under your shoulders, coming up onto our toes, press the inside of your knees into your elbows and lean forward onto the base of your palms, pressing backward with your elbows, allowing your inner thighs and also your groin to stretch. You can bring your toes in a little closer, so that will allow you to press your knees out even wider and just breathe into the stretch. I hope that you enjoyed this workout. Like and subscribe, and we'll work out again soon.